garden friends, and welcome back to Happy Heart Gardens. I figured it was time for a little Manpukuji carrot update. So the Manpukuji carrots are those giant varieties from Japan that can grow anywhere from 2 to 6 feet, and I am attempting to get one that's around 4 or 5 feet. My husband built a 5-foot box to grow these specifically, but I had some soil settling more than I had originally planned for, so I'm not sure that we're going to get the full 5 feet, but you never know. So let me turn this around and show you how the carrots look now. And also I'm going to show you something that I'm adding into that I'm hopefully are going to give me these really best carrots. So these guys were planted in November according to the moon calendar, and I've thinned them down to just 4 carrots. Again, I want to make sure these guys have plenty of space so they can really grow large. And then these guys back here were planted end of October, so you can see they're a lot farther along, and they are just giant. I had wanted to thin these down to also 4, but they just look so good that I couldn't. I got these guys, whoops, sorry, a little close, but they're still a good 4 inches. That's a little close there, but I'm just gonna let it go and see what happens. I have 3 in this section and just 2 here. Sorry, it's really hard to tell because there's so many fronds. Actually, I lied. There's 3 on each side, 3 and 3. And then 2 here. So there's actually 8. I don't know what I'm doing, but let me show you what I got going on. So I really wanted to make sure that I can get giant ones. Carrots don't usually need a lot of supplemental fertilizer once you planted them. But again, want to make sure that I have not only long carrots, but I want to get really thick carrots. So my husband got me this thing called a well point. It's 4 feet long, just has this point down here, but it has all these little holes in it. Can you see that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this guy in the middle, and that way a couple times, I'm not gonna do it too much, but a couple of times once I get past this cold snap, I am going to put in the top here just a mix of just some probably my Arbor plant liquid fertilizer. I'll just mix that with the water as recommended and pour this right in here, just so that way they can get some nutrition all the way down to the bottom. Again, so those roots are growing down to get that food. So that's my plan. I realize I only have 1 for this whole box, but again, this is just an experiment. I don't know what's gonna happen, so it'll be funny to see. I'm gonna stick it here in the middle of the November planting and the October planting, so it'll be interesting to see if the carrots closest to that end up being bigger. And I didn't bring my tripod out here, so bear with me, but we're literally gonna just stick this guy right down here in the center. Let's see if I can do this. I might have to go get a step stool to stand on because I don't know that I have enough oomph to push it down in. Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to use 2 hands for this. Okay, I hope you can see me. I am using a clip for my frost cover because I gotta do that next, but I'm gonna try to jam this thing down in here. I guess I needed a hammer to push it down. This is crazy. Okay, I might have to go get a hammer. I don't think I have anything out here I can use as a hammer. I can't believe this ground is so, it's just potting mix. It shouldn't be this hard. Also, I probably should have done this right away, but here we are. We're making progress. Small progress, but we're making it. I just can't get any leverage. All right, how about now? I thought I'd just pop this in here. Clearly, the case. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna have to go get the mallet. This is craziness. Also, probably should have put this in right when I planted these guys and like filled the bed, but you know what? That's not how life works sometimes. This is what we're doing. So I didn't have to go all the way back into the garage. I forgot my husband threw some scrap wood from the shop build into the burn pile, so I just grabbed that, and let me show you what I did. So I got it down a lot farther, but since I'm gonna cover for a frost, because we could have 26 or below, which carrots aren't gonna like that, I left it up just high enough so that way I can use that as my support to cover up these carrots. So once the frost is gone, I take the cover off. I'll put this guy the whole way down in, or at least like up to the holes. And like I said, in, I don't know, a few weeks or so, once all the cold is gone, I will start fertilizing these guys just with a real mild all-purpose organic fertilizer. Like I said, I think I'm going to use the Arbor just to give them a little nutrition again, and to make the roots, I want them to grow down to find that nutrition. As always, thanks for being here, watching all my craziness. Be sure to follow along and give this a subscribe if you're not subscribing yet, so you can watch all the garden crazy that I do, and you can watch when I harvest these carrots, probably not till April or May, to see just how big we can get them. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Have a great day.